Alrighty, guys, welcome into another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, JustCMTexx, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We know this big update came out about the direction of the game and some of the wills and things of that nature yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not getting into everything here in this video. I'm gonna focus on some of the changes that are getting ready to come into the game, and my first focus is going to be the gold mythic wheel. And the gold mythic wheel is going to be my focus because this is going to be pretty much now the free to play wheel. Back in the day with the selected recruits, the select recruits was more so like the free to play wheel, and the gold mythic recruits were for the spenders, right? So now that we have another update coming into the game, we're going to talk about this gold mythic wheel and how this will become the free to play place for you to be able to get tunes. What it looks like is taking place is there is definitely a separation of how you're going to be able to acquire tunes within the game. And to be honest with you, I know many of us don't want to hear this, but it's absolutely necessary for it to happen. Why? It's because you have to have a separation of what you call church and state, bro. Like, you have people who are spending huge amounts of money on the game, and for a fighter to go into a well 2 weeks after you spent $500 to get a tune, yeah, it's very problematic. So, with that type of economy, things can't last. It just is what it is, and this is just something that I feel personally. I haven't, spoke to anybody and everything about it, but this is just how I feel. Like, it's just not gonna work. So with that being said, at the end of the day, who pays for it? The consumer. And this is just what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this gold mythic wheel. I'm definitely upset about the changes, but I do understand business wise how things have to work. And that's maybe something that you as a consumer, me myself, don't want to hear, but it is what it is. So we got one or two options right now, bro. We could either fold, throw all the way, or we can just continue to play and go on, how things go and just roll with the punches. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. And this is just the truth. So appearance rate in this will, what you'll see is that Molly, Lee, Mia, Sheldon, and Sebastian all going into the gold mythic wheel, right? We will be removing the premium and event recruit appearance rates. So now it's just going to be like one flat rate, and everybody has a 0.9009 appearance rate. Okay, and this is going to take place at 8 p.m. on June 16th, which is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Typically things change over at 8 p.m. at night, right? So we will be making changes to the type of fighters and the cadence at which we make updates to the gold mythic wheel as well. Moving forward, gold mythic fighters that are initially released in any kind of recruit wheels, limit time events, or mythic battle passes will not be added to the gold mythic token wheel. Okay, so we got to pay close attention to that. So, like we already know, Amani's coming to the game. They mentioned Wanderer, further down this list, and there's other tunes that are coming into the game as well too. With the Outlanders coming in, so Brutus, these types of tunes, you will not see them on this gold mythic wheel. So just like we had the select recruit wheel in the past, the gold mythic token wheel has now turned into the select recruit wheel, pretty much what it is, right? And I had some people ask me like, hey, what do you think about the select recruit wheel? It's just a dead wheel. That's pretty much what it is. You can just go there to get 5 stars, 4 stars if you want to level them up. If you're running low on the mythic, the basic mythic recruits you need to level up tunes, that's what that wheel is pretty much for. It's a dump wheel. So you can go ahead and do that there. Now, the changes that are taking place to this wheel, the gold mythic fighters that are initially released, as we can see, they won't appear in this wheel. So as you can see, people like Amani, right? You will never see her in this gold mythic token wheel, and as we know, I mean, if we scroll down, she's a part of this ultra recruit thing that's getting ready to take place, but this is what we have. This is what we pretty much have to roll with. So now the exclusive gold mythic recruits, and it looks like they have changed the gold rush as well too. So this will have it looks like a cadence of new fighters, but we're gonna get into that as we go forward. So check this out. So more forward, we'll be adding new mythic fighters that will be exclusive to the gold mythic token wheel. That means the gold mythic will start featuring fighters that cannot be found anywhere else in the game. So we know that, okay, this will have tombs updated on it, and you can't find them anywhere else in the game. So if they keep to what they're actually saying, that means that, okay, the gold mythic token wheel, you know, these gold mythic tokens, you can use these to be able to get certain fighters. All right. Now, obviously, you know, you're not going to be able to get the premium fighters, but these fighters will look at their power level when they come out. We'll look at RF's kit, we'll look at Amani's kit, and we'll see, and we can kind of judge, you know, where those levels are. And it looks from RF's image here, it looks like he's a pretty decent toon, right? He's a specialist, special skill of Cutthroat too. We know what Cutthroat is, right? Because we have some slappers in the game, such as Sam and Tom and stuff like that. And the RF is dealing damage to a line of enemy. He kills somebody, he gets a rush again. You know, this could be lights out, you know, and he gets AP on the kill, which is nuts. Now, obviously too, you got to pay attention and watch out for AP on kills. It's unnatural gain AP. We know Amani's coming into the game, and she kind of, you know, shuts some of that down. But this is what's happening here with this gold mythic token wheel. So you have an exclusive recruit that you can be able to get here, and it looks like they're gonna be running like a limited time event. And that's what it says here. Introducing a featured gold mythic fighter at increased odds for a limited time. This is how it works, right? Now, what happens, you have 5% gold mythic featured fighter, and then you have 95% for the 95% for the non-featured fighter. All right. Now this gold rush guarantees you one copy of that toon. And that's what it guarantees you. Now, all right, it sees that you have to do 30 pulls, so you need 300,000 gold mythic tokens. Okay, and this is going to give you one fighter. Okay, and this starts on July 28th. So if you're a free-to-play player, however they're sourcing these coins, I would save them up so you could at least get one copy of the featured toon. All right, and you guys know I deal with math. I'm a mathematician, so let's go ahead and let's look at the math behind making a pull on this wheel. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up on my screen here. This is Stats Helper. All right. And what happens is with this, with these types of pulls, these types of wheels and things of that nature, okay, you have this idea of what you call binomial probability distribution. All right. If you're not a math head, you don't know what this is, I'm gonna just break it down for you. You have chance of success, chance of failure, you have a probability, and you have a number of trials in which you're going to try to get to it. So that's pretty much what the binomial probability is. Now, let's go ahead and look at this. So, for example, on this wheel, right? Let's say you're already guaranteed to get one of the featured fighters, right? So you need to do 30 pulls in order to get that featured fighter. But in those 30 pulls, you actually want to get 4 more RFs in those 30 pulls, right? You want 4 more because you're going to get the 5th one with the 30 pulls, right? So we're going to go ahead and put our rating here because it's a 5% rate for him to appear. Let's go ahead and calculate this. And according to the binomial probability distribution, the probability of you getting 4 RFs in 30 pulls is about 5%. That's the likelihood of you getting 4 more of him in 30 pulls. Okay. Now, the higher the pulls are, you know, if you're a person who's been hoarding and you got 150 gold, 150, you know, 1.5 million of these, and you want to do pulls to get ARBs, okay, you have a 7% chance of pulling 4 of him in this 150 pulls. So if you're a free-to-play person, this is what you have to look forward to. This is what it comes to with the gold mythic recruits, it looks like we have a structure here for the gold tokens and gold mythic tokens and how they work. All right, we don't know if they're going to source more of them free to play. We have no idea of how this is going to work. But then again, on this side, the rich gets richer. You know, if you're a person that spends on a game like myself, you're going to definitely have more pulls than somebody who is a free to play person who you know, only gets the bare minimum of what the game give you. All right, so it's going to require you to have some more strategy and understand how these things are going to turn out. But this is what it is. RF looks like a good guy, a good recruit. He does have a really good kit. It's really special. So he actually is a good tune, you know. But on July 28th, you'll be able to get a chance to get your hands on one copy of him. Save those gold tokens up, gold mythic tokens. I'm still going to be doing giveaways, you know, and I'm definitely going to ask for possibly an increase, you know, and doing giveaways in my videos so I can be able to help you out as much as I can, man. It's your boy JustCMTexx here with the real gold mythic token recruit. Well, this is video 1 of a 4-part series because I'm gonna break down each section, go through it, give you the real. This is what you get, man. It's your boy JustCMTexx. Peace.